And good evening, everybody. This is Michael Fibonacci. I am with logicalsignals.com and tradershelpingtraders.com. And this is the Elliott wave update for the NASDAQ 100 for Thursday, July 1st, 2021. The NASDAQ really spent in the entire session again in basically a consolidation pattern. It did move down early in the session and produced a new low for the sequence right here at 14,471. And what it brings into my mind is that I may need to move the 3 over to here and put the 4 here. And there's not much that I can, other than saying this is 3, that was 4, and here is 5. And if that's the case, then we should have dropped further than we did. We dropped over 100 points off of that high, which was in Globex overnight. But then it didn't keep going. It rallied and took most of it back before the close. Now, I'm just going to present this as a view, as a scenario that could be underway. So if I have to move the 3 over to here and then measure back to from this 4 what that wave 5 will look like, it changes it just a little bit. It takes us up another few notches in the where we would expect the subminute wave 5 to complete. And we have, again, still levels at 14,652, which would be where this wave 5 would be 618 times the length of wave 3. Very common. Our upper level continues to measure the entire minute wave 5 in comparison to minute 3. Where would that end? Same place, 14,728. But we still have now an additional level above our 618, where the subminute wave 5 would be 0.618, the length of the subminute 3. So again, we're still working on where our wave 5s will complete. The first one being the minute wave 5. The second calculation is for the minute wave 5. So we now have a stepping stairs here at 14,652, 14,678, 14,701, and then 14,728. So the zone just kind of expands a little bit, not a great deal, but it does allow for continued upside, which I think is going to come tomorrow. Again, so much is now resting on the employment figures, the situation that'll come out, the report that'll come out tomorrow morning before the opening. If it's well received, unemployment filings were accepted by the market today. We did get a little downdraft, but they moved right back in and just brought it all back up. So depending on what that is going to show about the employment situation, how many new jobs versus how many jobs lost, et cetera, and what our unemployment rate overall is going to be for the month of June, could really tip the scales or hold things steady, which really then takes us that the market is now going to wait for earnings. Tomorrow will likely be a thin volume day. It's the day before a long holiday weekend, the July 4th weekend, and it's also an options expiration. So that collectively has produced, or can produce, a rather slow market. I don't think we're really going to get a lot of activity in terms of people pushing things in directions, because I think they're all fairly set with where things are trading right now in terms of they can let them expire there and everybody will be happy. We may see that position squaring going on towards the end of the day, one way or the other, but I don't really suspect that we're going to get anything too heavy. If the unemployment number comes out beyond what expectations were, or outside of that range of expectations on a negative factor, then I think the market will just react, of course, by going down. And that then would depend on how far they take it, because we still have that no break zone, at least for this sequence that we're counting to complete here at 14,422. That remains in place. So if wave 4 is not complete here, then I'm looking for another leg down, but it really should not go beyond 14,435. In all honesty, that's as low as it can go, because we start getting below there, and now we're pressing in on 14,422. And that would be me moving the 3 up to here, counting this as 4. And then if we still have more to go, it can't go below there. And it should start to rally. And again, on the rally, we should break fairly easily 14,606 and continue just to head higher. First stop, of course, we will have resistance at 14,618, we'll call it. And that could complete it, but it depends on the count. It depends on, can I count 5 waves? And subdivisions, et cetera, et cetera. Right here, the subdivisions are going to be pretty clear. And so we can move it over and put the 5, or put the 3 here. And then we would first expect this level at 14,652. So 650 to 655-ish. That would be the most common area for this subminute wave 5 in relationship to subminute wave 3. Now, the most common relationship in minute wave 5 as it relates to minute wave 3 is up higher. Doesn't have to go there, but that would be the most common relationship if we start plowing through all of this resistance. That would be the next logical stop, somewhere between 14,701 and 14,730, we'll call it. I would not anticipate that it should go above the 100% level, which is where wave 5 would be equal in length to wave 3. Goes above there, then it's going to leave wave 3 as the shortest wave, and I can't do that. That's breaking rules. I mean, I don't do that. So we'd have to figure something else out. So what I'm looking at for tomorrow, again, we're in these final stages, and the market is now kind of getting used to being up here and seems to be okay with it. So we're not really attracting sellers who are like, okay, we're done, we're just going to get out. And it may take another day, it may take another week, I don't know. But we will continue to trade what's in front of us, but we'll also continue to feel that the rally still has a little bit more to go. I don't think we break out from here and just start heading substantially higher, not according to what I'm seeing when I go out to even say the daily. I mean, these counts are very detailed. I've taken all the internals out so that we can have a cleaner chart and see it. But we've already moved to 3 over. I don't think I can extend that even again. And then, you know, like we have a 4 and then another 5. It just doesn't make sense in the overall longer term picture. Can it happen? Of course it can. And if it does, I'll figure it out. But right now, I am not expecting that. I'm expecting the market to continue to rally, but find resistance a little bit tougher to get above right here. As far as the end of the second quarter and the beginning of the third quarter, that's now taken place. But don't forget, you know, being that it's the start of a new month, a lot of 401ks and IRA money, that's when they set themselves up to put that money into, you know, add to their funds, you know, mutual funds, ETFs, et cetera. They move money in at the beginning of the month. Now that can begin tomorrow. And it also would then pick up in earnest next Tuesday. So it would pick up on the 6th. And that's the more likely day. So this could carry through next week. And we'll let the market tell us. But I'm saying these levels are very achievable under the current count. under a subminute wave 5 going up there? Absolutely. Again, I would just move the 3 to there, and that clears the path for a larger move. And already this 100% is based on the 3 being completed here at 14,606, and not down here at 98. So it's adding $7 to the height of wave 3. So not a big deal. Now, upside, we've got our marching orders. We'll find some resistance at 90, should not be a problem, very minor resistance. And then we'll find resistance at 606, also should not be that tough to get through if indeed this is a wave 5. So our more serious or stronger resistance sort of begins at 613, stronger at 652, and again at 77, 78, again at 701, and I think that 14,728, so 14,025 to 14,030 should be fairly strong. Should be tough for the market to get through. Now, I know that it's usually, baskets of stock that are coming in, and it's algorithms and they're pushing stuff through, and that just because the algorithms go by X amount will, and then it goes off and does its task. So, but I think it will meet resistance. First of all, it should meet resistance at 14,700. That would be my first thing, because if this happens, no matter what session, if it's in Globex or if it's in our session, it should attract sellers. We've tacked on another 100 points in 2 days. Where would the sellers want to come in? Where do they want to start getting out of their positions? That would be my question. If they're just absolutely satisfied and they're going to take it, then we are off to the races, and we'll have to figure out what the heck is going on. Downside, limited. It should, if we have an additional leg down to complete this small 4, I believe it's really got to hold 14,435. Cannot go below 14,422. So if the market does not go up to make a new high and comes down and starts breaking below 14,422, it is going to present a more negative picture near term, midterm, long term, because I will then have to move this back and consider this wave 3 and this wave 5. And at least for this sequence. Now, whether I need to move this 3 up to here, if I need to move another thing and expand an account to keep the rally alive, so be it. But I need to let the market tell me that that's what's going on and that's what I need to do. Right now, I'm fairly satisfied with how the count has been put in up to this point, all the way up to here. This is the one where I'm trying to be as detailed and granular as I can, because we need to continue to allow for upside. And so as long as the market's going to tell us that, then we will continue to be granular and we'll continue to figure it out. That is where I'm going to leave it for today. Again, tomorrow, likely pre-holiday trade. It's an expiration. we may see gangbusters first thing in the morning in those opening orders. So within the opening first hour of trade, first hour and a half. But then I think it just gets real slow. So the opportunity for day trading is going to be in that first hour, hour and a half. And then we'll see if that's when they come in and that's when they do their business and then go home for the holiday. That'll be fine. But we'll pick it up then. And our next update will actually be on Monday, July 5th, because that's the next Globex. If Globex is open on the 4th, I likely won't make an update on Sunday. I will likely wait till Monday, which again will cover an additional Globex session. So everybody, have a great trading day tomorrow. Have a great 4th of July weekend. Enjoy yourselves, be safe. And I will see everybody back on July the 6th. So the next update will be July the 5th.